Welcome to Newsbeacon, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. For decades, Canada and Florida shared a unique bond, one built on winter escapes and sun-soaked traditions. This relationship was more than just a seasonal migration. It was a cherished ritual that brought warmth to the cold Canadian winters and a bustling vibrancy to Florida's sunny shores. Every year, millions of Canadians, the snowbirds, would trade snow for sand, filling Florida's condos, restaurants, and shops. These seasonal residents brought life and energy, transforming quiet beach towns into lively communities. They weren't just tourists, they became part of the local fabric, investing in property and communities. They attended local events, supported small businesses, and formed lasting friendships with Floridians. In return, Florida offered a warm, reliable haven, a place where the only worry was which sunscreen to use. The state provided a perfect escape from the harsh northern winters, a place where relaxation was the order of the day. This relationship was so routine, so dependable, that no one imagined it could unravel. It was a seamless exchange that benefited both sides year after year. But now, the tides have shifted. The once steady flow of Canadian visitors has slowed and the familiar faces are becoming scarce. The easygoing connection is strained, and the flow of Canadian visitors is slowing. Travel restrictions, health concerns, and economic uncertainties are all playing a part. It's not just a minor spat, it's a crisis for Florida's economy, which has long relied on this annual migration. Local businesses are feeling the pinch, and the vibrant winter season is at risk. Political tensions, controversial policies, and a growing sense of unwelcome are driving Canadians to reconsider their winter plans. The once welcoming shores of Florida now seem uncertain and uninviting. The breakup is real, calls go unanswered, condos sit empty, and Florida faces the prospect of losing its most loyal admirers. The impact is visible and immediate. The snowbirds are getting cold feet, and this time, it's not about the weather. The uncertainty and changes have left them questioning their beloved winter escape. Can this relationship be saved, or is Florida about to learn what life is like without its favorite guests? The future of this cherished tradition hangs in the balance. The answer could reshape both places for years to come. The decisions made now will determine the future of this unique bond, and whether it can withstand the challenges it faces. When Canadians stop coming, the impact is immediate and massive. It's not just a few empty hotel rooms or a handful of quiet restaurants, it's a ripple effect that spreads across the entire state, touching nearly every corner of Florida's tourism economy. Florida's economy is missing $6.6 billion a year, the vanished spending of its northern visitors. That's money that would have flowed into local businesses, paid workers' wages, and supported public services. Hotel rooms sit empty, restaurants lose regulars, and local businesses feel the pinch. The absence is felt in every tip jar, every empty table, and every help-wanted sign that never comes down. In early 2025, Canadian arrivals dropped by over 3% in peak season, then plunged even further in the spring. Airlines cut flights and travel agencies scrambled to fill the gaps. This isn't a blip, it's a trend, and it's accelerating. Each month the numbers slip further, and the sense of urgency grows. The loss isn't just about theme parks and souvenirs, it's jobs, property taxes, and the lifeblood of small towns. For many, it's the difference between staying open and shutting down for good. Replacing long-term snowbirds with weekend tourists from nearby states isn't a fair trade. Snowbirds fill condos and RV parks for months, not just a few days, and become part of the community. Canadians stay longer, spend more, and support communities year after year. Their loyalty helps businesses survive the slow seasons and plan for the future. The message from the north is clear: something's gone wrong. Social media is filled with stories of canceled trips and disappointment. Florida officials may point to rising domestic tourism, but the unique economic footprint of Canadians can't be replaced overnight. Domestic visitors simply don't stay as long or spend as much. The Jenga tower is wobbling and everyone's watching to see if it collapses. Each missing Canadian visitor pulls another block from the base. The question isn't just where the money went, it's why. What changed to make loyal visitors stay away? For Florida, solving this billion-dollar mystery is now a matter of survival. The search for answers is urgent, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The stakes? Jobs, communities, and the future of the Sunshine State's tourism industry. The clock is ticking, and the next move could decide Florida's fate for years to come. One big reason for the chill? It's not just the weather. It's a new policy that's left many visitors, especially Canadians, feeling unwelcome in the Sunshine State. Florida's leadership has made it clear, tourists, especially Canadians, are here to pay. The days of being greeted with open arms and friendly smiles seem to be fading, replaced by a focus on extracting more revenue from out-of-towners. Governor DeSantis openly declared he wants visitors to subsidize tax breaks for residents. The message is loud and clear, and it's being broadcast far beyond Florida's borders. The message: I want Canadian tourists paying for Florida, not getting a tax cut. It's a statement that's hard to ignore, and even harder for Canadians to swallow. For Canadians, this turned a warm welcome into a cold transaction. Suddenly, every meal, every hotel stay, every souvenir comes with a reminder that they're footing the bill for someone else's benefit. News of the tourist tax spread quickly in Canada, sparking outrage. Headlines warned travelers and social media buzzed with frustration and disappointment. Generations of Canadians saw themselves as partners in Florida's success, not just wallets to be shaken. For decades, families returned year after year, building memories and relationships. The rhetoric made them feel targeted and undervalued. Many began to question whether their loyalty was being taken for granted. Hospitality was replaced by a sense of exploitation. The friendly atmosphere that once defined Florida tourism now feels transactional and cold. There are ways to balance budgets without alienating your best customers, but subtlety isn't Florida's current style. The approach is blunt, and the consequences are real. The result? Canadians are rethinking their loyalty. Many are canceling trips, searching for friendlier destinations, and sharing their experiences online. The welcome mat now comes with a price tag, and for many, that price is too high. What was once a beloved getaway now feels like a costly mistake. The damage isn't just financial, it's personal. Trust has been broken and the sense of belonging is gone, and it's driving snowbirds to look elsewhere. For many, the search for a new winter home has already begun. It's not just about money. Florida's political climate is pushing Canadians away. Once a neutral escape, the state is now a battleground for America's culture wars. Governor DeSantis's confrontational style and Trump's lingering influence have made Florida feel less like a relaxing getaway and more like a political minefield. Canadians, used to a calmer political scene, are put off by the constant drama. Dismissive comments from Florida's leaders only add to the sense of being taken for granted. For many, vacation is about escaping stress, not stepping into it. The personal has become political, and Canadians are voting with their feet. If taxes and politics weren't enough, Florida's public health decisions sealed the deal. The state's move to end childhood vaccine mandates for schools shocked medical experts in both countries. Major health organizations condemned the policy, warning it could trigger outbreaks of diseases like measles and polio. For a global tourist hub, the risks are enormous, especially in crowded places like theme parks. Canadian parents now see Florida as a potential health risk, not a safe haven. The decision turned vacation planning into a risk assessment. Why visit a place where preventable diseases could be lurking? Florida's gamble on vaccines is now a major liability. For many families, it's simply not worth the risk. Canadians aren't just grumbling, they're taking action. The #Boycott Florida movement is gaining steam, with travelers choosing Mexico, the Caribbean, or friendlier U.S. states instead. Snowbirds are selling their Florida homes, abandoning communities they once helped build. Airlines are cutting routes and reducing flights as demand drops. This isn't just a few canceled vacations, it's a mass exodus. The loss of long-term residents and steady visitors is hitting local economies hard. Property sales, empty condos, and fewer flights all signal a deepening rift. Canadians feel betrayed by a place they once loved. Their message, loyalty, isn't unconditional. If Florida treats them as unwelcome ATMs, they'll take their money and their traditions elsewhere. The impact is real and it's growing. The medical community's verdict on Florida's anti-vaccine stance is blunt. It's dangerous. Canadian and American doctors warn that ending vaccine mandates will lead to outbreaks and deaths. Measles, once nearly eradicated, can return quickly in communities with low vaccination rates. Experts urge travelers to update all vaccines before visiting Florida, turning a simple vacation into a health calculation. Parents now weigh the risk of disease against the fun of a theme park, and many decide it's not worth it. The threat isn't just local. Outbreaks can spread globally, carried home by returning tourists. A recent measles case on a flight from the US to Canada is a stark reminder. Florida's policy isn't just a local issue, it's a global health risk. Doctors agree. This is a reckless experiment and tourists are the test subjects. The warning is clear. Visit at your own risk. For many Canadians, that's a risk they won't take. The trust is broken. On the surface, Florida's tourism numbers look strong thanks to American travelers. But the loss of Canadians is a unique blow, especially for small towns built around snowbird dollars. When Canadians sell their condos, local governments lose tax revenue, businesses lose customers, and communities lose members. These aren't weekend tourists, they're seasonal residents who support the local economy for months. Overseas visitors can't fill the gap overnight. The Canadian market was special, consistent, loyal, and deeply integrated. Rebuilding that trust will take years if it's possible at all. Property values could fall, businesses could close, and Florida's reputation as a top destination is at risk. The lesson? You can't insult your best customers and expect them to stick around. The scars from this breakup may last a long time. The future of the Canada-Florida relationship is uncertain, and the outlook isn't sunny. Repairing the damage would require a major shift in Florida's tone and policies, but that seems unlikely for now. Canadians are finding new destinations, and the boycott could become permanent. Will Florida's economic pain force a change, or will Canadians simply move on? For now, the momentum is with the snowbirds, who've learned there's plenty of sunshine outside the Sunshine State. Tourism is about more than weather, it's about feeling welcome and respected. Florida is learning this lesson the hard way, as billions of dollars and decades of goodwill slip away. The snowbirds are flying elsewhere, and it's up to Florida to decide if it wants them back.